Hi, I'm Shauna. This is Shauna's World. Welcome back to my channel where I make videos about living intentionally. If that sounds like something you might be interested in, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Shauna's World. So today's video is one that's hopefully going to be quite a useful video, and it's a breathwork tutorial which I haven't shared in quite a while, so I'm excited to bring this one today. The technique I'm going to share with you today is a breathwork exercise that's used for managing pain. Just as a disclaimer, this isn't an alternative to medical advice or conventional medicine, but in tandem with whatever your doctor's telling you, this kind of breathing can be really beneficial in helping to regulate and manage pain. But please do listen to your doctor. I'm a breathwork facilitator. I'm not a medical professional, so listen to your doctor over me. While also being aware that this kind of breathwork really can make a difference in how you process, manage, and regulate pain. This breathing technique is particularly beneficial for working with chronic pain. It definitely has benefits for acute pain as well, like broken bones or burns or bumps and bruises, but there's actual research out there that shows it can be particularly beneficial with chronic pain and conditions like fibromyalgia. I'm going to timestamp now the start of the breathing exercise because I'm going to just share a bit of preamble beforehand, but you might have come and found this video because you're in pain right now and you might not want to hear the preamble, so I will timestamp so you can get on with it. But if you do want to hear me ramble on a little bit about why this is such a great breathwork, you've come to the right place. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to share anecdotally that the technique I'm going to share today, I have used personally to great effect. And it was when I was going through acute pain, but over kind of a prolonged period of time for the night. So I shared on a previous video that last year I was rushed into hospital because I had abdominal pain, and it turned out to be a dermoid cyst, and it turned out that the reason I was in so much pain is that my fallopian tube had twisted 3 times with the weight of the cyst. But until I knew that, I was in A&E, they didn't know what was going on, they admitted me to hospital, there were no beds, and I was literally just sitting on one of these kind of reclining chairs overnight, just in agony. And I knew the only thing I could do to get me through that was breathe. I felt very lucky that as a breathwork facilitator, I picked up lots of exercises along the way, and I was aware of this exercise, but I'd never actually done it for myself in order to regulate pain, and I'd never led anyone else in this particular exercise as well, because I'd never been in a position where I was guiding someone with pain in that situation, but I knew it was supposed to be really beneficial. So all I could do was just repeat this breathing technique over and over again for hours on end to help me manage my pain, and it really did work. And it was weird, even being in hospital, being in pain, I was just really grateful that I was getting to use a breathwork I'd learned theoretically in a real world situation, and that it was paying off. And it was just, yeah, quite magical that I had that tool in my bank of exercises, and it worked. So the technique I'm going to share is a very simple one. It's called a double exhale, and the premise of it is that for however many counts you're breathing in, you're breathing out double the number of counts on the exhale. So the exhale in general is where we release, and it's the kind of driver for regulating the nervous system. And the longer the exhale, the easier it is to regulate pain and regulate the nervous system. When we're in pain, the body naturally starts to breathe more shallowly. We can kind of get anxious and feel that our body kind of starts to panic. And if we're not intentional about how we're breathing, it's really normal to just go into shallow breathing and that kind of gaspiness. But if we focus on elongating the breath and bringing intentionality to that long drawn out exhale, it can really help the effects of the pain. I do also want to flag and to kind of manage expectations. It is an exercise that's about pain management. It's unlikely to make all your pain magically disappear. But what it does do is help you cope better, help you be with the pain, be with the sensations in your body, downregulate your nervous system so that the pain is more tolerable and less intense, and you're just feeling calmer and more in control of that pain level overall. It is likely you're going to feel better in your body, in less pain, but it's unlikely the pain will be totally all gone and you'll just feel right as rain, just in case you were expecting that. You can do the double exhale with any number of counts, and it's really about feeling into it and what feels right for your body and your nervous system in order to regulate the pain. In general, the longer inhale and exhale will feel more beneficial because that is slowing down the breath and bringing you more into the parasympathetic nervous system. But equally, you don't want to slow it down so much that you can't keep up with the counts and you're gasping for air at the end of the exhale, because that's not very regulating either. So you can just kind of feel into it and try with different lengths, and you can try and stretch it out a little bit, but you want it to be within a level of tolerance and that you're not pushing yourself to the absolute max. It's not a competition. It's about what feels good in your body and what helps you regulate that pain. So in this video now, I'm going to guide you through 3 versions, getting slightly longer each time. If it feels like it's getting too long for you and your lung capacity and what feels right, you can stop where it does feel comfortable. And if it feels comfortable all the way through these 3 versions of it, feel free to carry on beyond me and elongate the breath slightly more. So we'll start on the first round, breathing in for a count of 2 and out for a count of 4. And I'll count you through. So we're inhaling through the nose. And you can exhale either through the nose or through the mouth, but the one I find most beneficial to do in terms of pain is a kind of gentle blowing out, like you're blowing a birthday cake candle out. And I find that a very calming form of breathing. So I'm going to count you through around 10 rounds of that. And yeah, just inviting you to close your eyes and turn your attention inwards. And when you inhale, you can draw the attention towards the pain. And when you do the exhale, if you envisage the pain or the sensations or the discomfort leaving your body with the exhale, if you have all over pain in your body, you can still picture the breath filling up your whole body and then removing that pain and leaving your body. So turning the attention inwards. So closing your eyes and breathe in, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. 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 And just allow yourself to expel any remaining air in your lungs and bring the breath back to normal for now. And then on the next round, we're going to breathe in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 8. Again, inviting you to breathe in through the nose, and if it feels good, blowing out like you're blowing out a candle for a count of 8. Just a flag, if you found the 2 in and 4 out quite easy, you might need to regulate the breath a little bit more, particularly on the exhale, to elongate it enough, but you can practice that and play around with it and see what feels right. So closing your eyes again and breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and expel all the air in your lungs and bring the breath back to normal. You might just want to notice how you feel in your body, how the pain feels, and how you feel in yourself, in your nervous system, if you're feeling any calmer. And then I'll take you through one final round, breathing in for a count of 5 and out for a count of 10. So this one's going to be a little bit more of a stretch. Again, making sure you're regulating the breath so that you can stretch it over all the counts. And if it does feel too much at this point, give it a try. But if it doesn't feel right, just back up a little bit and go back to a 4-8, or you can go to a 3-6 if the 2-4 felt comfortable, and just inviting you to do that in your own time. But if you would like to breathe with me, closing your eyes again, and breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and expel all the air in your lungs and bring the breathing back to normal. And again, just notice how you feel. If that one felt quite easy, feel free to carry on and do in for 6 and out for 12. You might be at capacity there. Also, if you are in quite a lot of pain and your breath has naturally gone quite shallow, it might not want to extend quite so far, and it is good to try and work towards that. But the main thing is feeling in control, feeling that you are able to regulate your pain and manage your pain and feel on top of that. And I think the most important thing is really just holding it with gentleness and compassion, and knowing it's not a competition. It's about what feels good for you in your body, in your nervous system. I mean, I've just taken you through a few short rounds of this now, but you can carry it on pretty much indefinitely to work with the pain. So the event I told you about with the acute pain when I was in hospital and working through that, I think I was breathing in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 8. And I was doing that on repeat for hours because that was the only way I was able to manage the pain. It can get pretty boring and repetitive, but when you are in pain, it can actually be, as well as the breathing, quite a nice feeling to focus on the numbers and the counting, because it distracts from the pain and discomfort in your body. For me, when I had my dermoid cyst, it really made a difference, and I'm just so grateful I had that knowledge and had that breath to get me through that difficult first night in the hospital. So that's that breath in a nutshell, and I'm just inviting you to take that away and play with it and see how it feels, and particularly if you live with chronic pain and it's something that you're going to come back to, just to work with it and see how you can play around with the counts and the intensity of the breath and the depth of the breath. You really want to be breathing into the diaphragm really expanding your body, those deep belly breaths, because that's very nourishing and regulating for the nervous system. So just inviting you to practice with that. And I hope you're feeling a little bit better and in less pain and able to be more present in your body and present with the sensations that are coming up for you. If you have any questions about this breathing technique, please let me know in the comments below. And if this breath doesn't resonate for you, it's not the only breathing exercise that helps with pain. So I've made a couple of videos quite a long time ago with some other breathing exercises that are pretty good for pain. They're good for lots of other things, but I'd particularly talk about box breathing, which I made a video on before, which I will link at the top. And that is another one that involves lots of counting, and that can really help the focus, but it's very regulating. You have the equal parts in breath, hold and exhale, and hold at the bottom of the breath as well. So watch that video. That breath is good for lots of things, but pain is one of them. And another breath I think is really good for pain is coherence breathing. It's another calming, down-regulating breath. I'll link that video as well at the top. And that's particularly good at getting your heart into coherence with the other systems going on in your body. And when we're in pain, our whole body's out of whack. So getting our internal workings as synchronized as possible can feel really beneficial. Honestly, if you're in pain right now, I am sending so much love, because it's not something we should have to deal with. But I hope that this exercise has helped you in some way. Please let me know what you thought and if it did help you. And I'm going to leave you to go away and experiment with that breath and see where it takes you. So thank you so much for being here watching the video, and thank you for making the time and space for yourself to breathe and to look after yourself, because we all deserve that. If you found this video beneficial in any way, please give it a thumbs up. And for more videos on breathwork and intentional living, please subscribe to my channel. I hope you're feeling as well as possible, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.